I can't have a casual hobby. I can't have a casual obsession. It takes over my whole entire life. It becomes my whole personality. It's all I think about. Like, I'm scrolling on TikTok, all I see is edits. It's like all I talk about. I eat, sleep, breathe it, right? And I have to make it everyone else's problem. And that was this. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today we are in a very different setting than usual. You're probably like, Mariana, where are you? We are currently at my parents' house because it is Thanksgiving. Yesterday was Thanksgiving, so I came down to my parents' house and I'm in my parents' bedroom. I'm not home. So that's where we are. That's where we're filming. I completely forgot that I had to do a wrap-up video, and I was like, last minute before I was leaving, I was like, oh my God, I need to take my camera with me because I haven't done, my November wrap-up. And guys, November was such a good month. Wait, how many books do we read? I also am like, my heart rate is so high right now because I just finished the first 2 episodes of Heated Rivalry. This is an MM hockey romance. It's based off of the book Heated Rivalry, and they're 2 NHL players and their rivals. And I just read the books in preparation for the TV show, and it has consumed every single aspect of my life. Like, these books, these characters, and then for it to be brought to life. I'm not usually a book to film adaptation person. It was absolutely perfect. Like, it could not have been any better. The casting, the actors, like everything about it was so good. They literally played Ilya and Shane. Like, Ilya and Shane live in my head rent free. Ilya, like, I'm like, I need to put him in my top 10 book boyfriends. Like, I am new to MM romance and I've been awakened. My body does not know how to handle this. And this is like spicy. And the spicy no. You can see me on TikTok. I did like a full reaction vlog to the first 2 episodes. I'm like, can't. I need to calm down.
Come here.
Yeah!
No, you come here. No, you come here. No, you come here.
They're so perfect. I'm gonna die. I want. No. No, they're so fine. For what? The chin grab? No. Him gagging. No, I'm gonna lose it. No, I'm gonna have a heart attack. I literally need a Xanax. Like.
Touch yourself. Show for me. I won't watch you.
I'm literally in heat. Like, I need someone to get me a straight jacket right the fuck now because the way he's looking at him. No.
How it feels. Holding the cup. Fucking asshole. I can barely describe it. Oh my God, Oliver.
The way he's. Shut the fuck up. No way. No. My niece is sleeping in the next room. Like, we need to chill the fuck out. Okay, this was such a good reading month. I can't even get over it. How many books did I read? Hang on. I'm in the middle of one right now. Wow, we went on a journey. We read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I'm 30% into this book I just started. So I'll definitely finish that book, but I won't be able to review it now because I'm only 30% in. Oh my God, it was such a good month. We completely, you know how I was in my like high fantasy era, and like now I'm in my whole different era. I don't even know what to call it. Okay, so we started off with Wrath of the Fallen by Amber V. Nicole. This was the newest release in the Gods and Monsters series. It's the 4th book. This is gonna be a 7-book series. This is one of my favorite series of all time. So this is one of my most anticipated releases of the year. This is dark fantasy romance. I talk about it all the time. Like, I literally talk about the Book of Azrael all the time. It is enemies to lovers back to enemies. And like, the FMC Diana, she is one of my favorite FMCs ever. Like, if you want a truly morally gray FMC, she's the one who like walks him like a dog, like has him on his knees, and she's unhinged crazy. She's a shifter. She turns into like an Igmorith, a dragon type thing. And Sam Keel, I absolutely love him. He's also like morally gray, like would also burn the world down for her, but he's more of a cinnamon roll, and he's like a deadly god. They call him the World Ender. In the very beginning of this series, because obviously this is book 4, so I don't want to spoil anything, but her kind were responsible for destroying his world and everyone he loved. So they start out as like real true enemies. It is an urban fantasy as well. They end up having to work together because they're trying to find this book. So much happens. It's multi-POV. The characters are amazing. The found family is amazing. But book 4, what we're talking about, Wrath of the Fallen, I gave this 4 stars. This was definitely my least favorite book in the series. I still loved it, but what can I say without spoiling anything? So one of the things about like long romantasy series is when the couple gets together, I still want them there to be angst between them. Their love started to be a bit too much, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it started to be too much to the point where I was like, okay, can we move on? Like, we get it, you're all lovey-dovey. And I felt like we were just kind of waiting for something bad to happen. The ending was amazing. Like, the ending, really, the last 15% made up for a lot of things and made a lot of things make sense as to why they were happening. But some parts felt a little bit repetitive and drawn out. I still loved it. 4 stars is really good. But Sam Cale, I hate to say it. Like, this book, I loved him. He was in my like top 15 book boyfriends, but that like bumped him off the list. Cause he's just too, I needed something else. Like, I don't know, I got the ick a little bit. I did get but I loved it. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I loved it, but it had its flaws and it set up the next book so well. I think all of the small little issues that I had with this are gonna be absolutely made up for in the next book. And the side characters, since it's multi-POV, that's also why, like, we aren't only focused on Diana and Sam Cale, and I am the side characters I am so much more invested in, and like how she flushes out their stories and their romances. Every single character has such a good story and so much depth to them, so I just feel so connected to them and it is so emotional. But I think the repetitiveness and like it took a little bit too long, I think, to get to the building point. I think we could have had more like action-packed scenes that were higher stakes. It just didn't feel high stakes enough until the end. But other than that, I loved it. Okay, then I needed a little bit of a palate cleanser. We read A Deal with the Reaper, which was a dark romance. It sounded like it was gonna be really good. She's a serial unaliver and she just like unalives really awful men. So I was giving kind of like mindfuck series vibes. She was set out to unalive him, the MMC. And so I was like, ooh, that sounds so exciting. In the beginning, she like tries to kill him once and then all of a sudden, I don't know, like she just didn't live up to her serial killer expectations. It felt that whole plot line, like her being a serial killer, was just kind of like, oh yeah, that's what she is, but that didn't feel like a part of her character at all. What did I give this? Did I give this 2 stars? I'm pretty sure I hated this book. Yeah, I gave that 2 stars. It was awful. Like, it was actually so bad. And then it was all smut, and like the smut was so repetitive. It was, He's a part of a motorcycle club, and he's like, I'll let you hang around with us, and then you can decide if you want to kill me, huh? And it was just insta love and so bad. I hated it. No, I wanted nothing to do with that. Okay, then you guys, we read Oathbringer, which is the 3rd book in the Stormlight Archive. This is by Brandon Sanderson. This is high fantasy. I've said this over and over again in so many of my videos. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I literally don't even know how to explain it because so much is going on and there's still so much I don't know. And going into it blind is the best because you don't want spoilers for anything, because as you learn about the magic system as you go, and like you don't know who has magic yet and you don't really understand it. You're learning with the characters, which I love, and it's so complex and such an intricate magic system. The world building is amazing. I did give this 4 stars. It was my least favorite out of the 3. I mean, this is like a 1,400 page book and it was still really good. Brandon Sanderson, his books are slower pacing, and slower pacing doesn't mean bad books. But for me, this one specifically, the slow pacing was just too slow for me. I had points where I was really like, okay, I'm ready to move on to the next piece. And because of that, I felt a little bit more removed. Oh my God, the last 20% was incredible. I was losing my fucking mind. Like, it was so good, but I felt like it took too long. Like, for me personally, in terms of my taste and preferences, it took a little bit too long to get to that point, but I still loved it. But I'm a little bit burnt out, so I'm taking a break from the series, but I'm definitely gonna get back to it. I want to say it this in December, but I don't know if I have it in me. Like, this takes so much out of you. Like, you have to be in the mood for it. Oh my God, I forgot we had a 1 star this month. Then we read Limerence, which was another dark romance. I had seen nothing but good things about this. They both go to this boarding school. He's a super wealthy, like popular guy, but he's kind of a recluse. Like, he doesn't speak too much. He's super quiet. And it is a murder mystery. So in the beginning, like, she finds a dead body. So I was intrigued by that. And he's like a true psychopath. He can't figure out if he wants to unalive her or if he's like obsessed with her. I just didn't feel the connection with the relationship. Like, the premise was so cool and it seemed like something I would have really loved, but I just didn't feel any chemistry with them. I didn't care about him at all. He gave me nothing and she gave me nothing. So there was that. And the ending was god awful, a travesty. Oh my God, guys. Then we had so many good new releases this month. I read Bratva Menace, which is the 5th book in the Bratva series. If you guys don't already know this is my new favorite dark mafia romance series. It's interconnected standalones, and this was the 5th and final book, and I was so sad that it's over. Like, I need so much more. I am obsessed with this series. It follows this Russian mafia family. So each book is a member of the family and their love interests. So there's 3 brothers, a sister, and then you also get their dad's book. Can't read these out of order because there is kind of like a continuous plot line throughout that follows this series. This is dark romance with really, really, really good plot. The first book, Bratva Bride, I always tell people it's kind of average. I giggled and kicked my feet and had fun, but some people don't like it. And I'm telling you, trust the process. I trust the process because you can't skip it, but it's so worth it because each book like levels up significantly. My favorite book is Bratva Night. I'm obsessed with it. That made me sob my eyes out. And like this family is even, you can't call it a found family because they're actually a family, but their relationships, it's not just the romances, but the relationships between the siblings, like how they fight with each other is hilarious. Like I laugh so hard reading this, but then also their connection with each other. Like if you love that like found family vibe, even though they're a true family, it is so good and it's hilarious. But then like the romances are so good and like the MMCs are so good. So Bratva Menace, I gave 4 stars. I loved it. Just my expectations were really high because Bratva Bride, I gave 4 stars. And then the next 3 books, I gave 5 stars. And then this book, I gave 4. And this was, she's his stalker. She has been stalking him throughout this whole book. So we've been getting crumbs for them. He is so unhinged. He's like the funny comedic relief side character that you get throughout the whole series. And you're like, I know he has trauma. Like, I know there's something deeper there. But he's still hilarious, even when you find out, like, his trauma and a bit of his darkness, but he's unhinged. And he loves that she's stalking him. And then she kidnaps him on his wedding day. And he's all excited about it. And then you get there. It's so good. Also, this series has the most badass, unhinged FMCs. And they're all crazy in their own way. And that is so refreshing for me personally to read in dark romance. I love it. Oh, I love this series. I'm so sad it's over. The reason why I gave this 4 stars is sometimes the spice I wasn't the biggest fan of. The type of spice like that their dynamic was. It's just personally not the type of spice I always love to read about. And I felt like they were a little bit rushed in the end, but I still loved it so much. Okay, then guys, oh my God. I was like, so last year I read, what's it called? Why am I drawing a blank? Oh, I read the Fever series, which is an early 2000s urban fae fantasy romance series. And everyone has like told me like, if you want like the pinnacle, the blueprint for romantasy, for fae, like read these early 2000s series. Also, you should read like early 2000s paranormal romance. It's so good. And so I read the Fever series, absolutely loved it. And I've been meaning to pick up another early 2000s series. And I finally did. Everyone recommended the Night Huntress series, which is an early 2000s paranormal vampire romance. And the first book is Halfway to the Grave. I read the first 3 books. I still need to finish this series. I paused, but there's a few books out. And I gave all the first 3 books, I gave them all 4 stars. It's so bingeable and so good. I can't even explain it. Like, I am obsessed with this. She is a vampire hunter. She's half vampire, but she's a vampire hunter. And he, Bones, oh my God, I love Bones. I love him so much. My British scrumptious man, flirt, filthy mouth. I'm literally obsessed with him. She goes to unalive him, right? And he finds this out and he kind of loves it. He loves it. And he finds out, but he ends up like taking her. And he's like, yeah, so here's the thing. I'm only gonna let you go if you help me unalive, like we're gonna work together to unalive like these super bad vampires. You're gonna help me figure out why all these girls have been going missing or ending up killed. Like I'm trying to figure that out and you're gonna help me or else I'm gonna kill you, essentially. Their banter is so good. I love their romance so much. And I think this is a theme for early 2000s is because since it's not the focal point, you have this like consistent, almost like real, relatable romance start to build. And then their relationship, it's like they face normal relationship struggles. Like there are things that keep them apart. There is angst. The plot isn't all around them. Like it's just something that is happening on the side and it's really good. Then you have this world that develops and this plot that develops and becomes so much more. And I am just obsessed. I love this so much. I cannot recommend it enough, especially if you're kind of getting tired of romantasy and like traditional romantasy tropes and stuff. And I was craving something to give me like Vampire Diaries vibes, and that's what we got. Oh, so good. But the reason why I like wasn't 5-star series is because it's not perfect. Like it's definitely like it doesn't give you that 5-star feeling, but it's so fun. A really giggle and kick your feet good time. But yeah. Okay, and then next, guys, what released this month was Brimstone by Callie Hart. This is the second book in the Fae and Alchemy series. So the first book was Quicksilver. So I did in fact reread Quicksilver because I wasn't going to, guys. And then all of you guys were fucking with me. Everyone on the internet was like, oh my God, Brimstone's gonna turn into a love triangle or like a love triangle or a why choose. And I'm like, Now y'all are pissing me off because where on earth did you get that from? I need to go reread this to go prove you all how like Kingfisher would literally never let that happen. So I got rage baited successfully, and I'm not mad about it at all because my reread of Quicksilver was even better the second time around. Now Quicksilver is a fae romantasy. I wouldn't call it enemies to lovers at all. I would say it's like reluctant allies to lovers. It's very tropey. Like it's a classic romantasy, modern day romantasy with a lot of your classic tropes. And I know I've been shitting on the romantasy genre a lot lately because I've been so sick of it and feel like everything's kind of like a copy and paste. But that's not to say that I don't love a good classic tropey romantasy every now and then. I do. When it's done right, I do love it. I'm basic. I never claim not to be. And I think Quicksilver is one of those classic tropey books that was done right. In my mind, I understand why people don't love it, but I can't get enough of it. It's definitely way more romance forward, but Kingfisher, that man has the filthiest mouth on the planet. Like literally the filthiest mouth on the planet. I also love like alchemy based magic. I really think Quicksilver did a good job of like laying down the foundation for Brimstone. It's just a good, fun, spicy time. Not that deep, but the side characters are also so good. Like I laugh so much reading this. And then, so I gave that on my reread 5 stars. And then I read Brimstone. I also gave that 5 stars. I inhaled it. And I'm literally just coming to find out that Brimstone, a lot of people hated it. And I'm not one of those people. Apparently there were a few like typos, which is like the publishers, the editors, like that's on them. Like that's awful that they let that go with such a big release and like so much money behind putting that book out there. That shouldn't have happened, but that's not Kelly Hart's fault at all. People were also, this actually does bother me. People were saying that there are so many plot holes, but they wouldn't say what these plot holes were. And the thing that bothers me about that is it's only the second book in a series. So you can't know if something is a plot hole until it's over. Once you finish the series and you're like, then yeah, point out the plot hole, but you don't know if it's gonna be a plot hole. It just might not have been addressed in this book. So that was a weird critique that I saw a lot of people making that just didn't make sense. Because it's too early to say if something is a plot hole. But I loved Brimstone. I really loved how the world expanded and how we really tapped into Ceres's magic and her powers and learned a lot more about that and how that worked. We learned a lot about the vampire court. She was the star of the show for me. Ceres really came into her own as an FMC and she was such a baddie. Like, I loved her. I loved getting Kingfisher's POV. I giggled and had so much fun that I have like rose-colored glasses. Like, it's not perfect, but like for me it was. But it's not a perfect book. I liked Kingfisher a lot better in book 1. I felt like there were moments where he was a bit too much with his obsession with her to the point where it's like, okay, you've said that a million times. Like they do say mate in that book like 1,000,001 times where I was like, okay. But I could just glaze right over it because I was having so much fun. But I loved how Ceres's relationship with Kingfisher, how that developed and got so much deeper. And the spice was really good. It was so good. But we also get a lot more from other characters. And like I said, the world expands, the conflict expands, which I really loved. I loved the vampire court. Like I loved that. I'm obviously not going to spoil anything. The ending, jaw on the fucking floor. Like it was not emotionally traumatizing. There was a part that got me, but jaw just on the floor. I have so many questions and I'm so excited for book 3, but yeah, it was so good. I loved it. I love it. Then after that, I couldn't pick up a book. I was like, what the fuck do I do? And whenever I'm feeling a slump coming on, I reread my favorite books. And I've been wanting to reread my favorite trilogy of all time, the War of Lost Hearts trilogy. I've been wanting to reread this forever. So I picked up Daughter of No Worlds and reread it. You'll see why I paused my reread. I started Children of Fallen Gods, but I've been reading other things right now. I'm going to continue my reread in December. Obviously, like this is a 6-star series for me. This is God tier. This lives in my head rent free. There's nothing like it. So obviously I gave the book 5 stars the second time around. This is fantasy romance with the romance as a more of a subplot. I always recommend this to my Throne of Glass girlies. Is it Throne of Glass? No, of course not. But if you like how Throne of Glass is way more plot driven with the romance as a subplot. So just brief synopsis of this series. Tasana, or FMC, she escapes slavery in the very beginning of the book. So she has such a tragic and traumatizing past being in slavery. What is it, 8 years? Books 2 and 3 cry so much. But knowing what I know, I reread this and I cried so many times because it's just, Tasana and Max are 2 of my favorite characters ever. They're also one of my favorite couples and they're so underrated, especially Max and Tarius. Like, it pains me. But she just escaped slavery and she runs to this group called the Orders. And they're very powerful magic wielders. And she goes to them because she wants to learn how to harness her magic in order to take down the people that enslaved her and free the rest of the slaves. She wants the Order's help to free the rest of the slaves. And that's where she meets Maxentarius, and he reluctantly becomes her apprentice and trains her on how to use her magic. And this is the last thing he wants to do. This is like, he is the grumpiest grump, such an emo sad boy. He must be protected at all costs. And he hates the Orders. He wants nothing to do with them. And their relationship, it's such a slow burn. Their love is like nothing else. Like, they're literally soulmates. The villains in this make me sick to my stomach. Like, I literally don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's so underrated. She wrote the Crowns of Nyaxia series, The Serpent and the Wings of Night, as well. That series is so much more popular than this, and this one is so much better. These next two books are gonna kill me. Okay, and then here's why we took a little detour, right? I just told you guys that I was freaking out because I just watched Heated Rivalry, the TV show, and I wanted to read the book Heated Rivalry before the TV show. So that's why we took a pause to read Heated Rivalry. This is a part of the Game Changers series, so there's interconnected standalones in this series, but you can just start right with Heated Rivalry. This follows Shane and Ilya, and Shane and Ilya have a second book. They have The Long Game. So I also read The Long Game. Both of these books were 5 stars, and I was not expecting that. I have only read one romance book. It was God of Fury, which I loved, but like, it didn't spark my like obsession with romance. I still loved the book, but this did. I have been awakened to a whole new genre. I am a feral cat in heat. I don't even know what to tell you. This is smut, okay? The romance is incredible. Ilya and Shane are one of my new favorite couples of all time. This is the type of obsession, you guys know me at this point. I can't have a casual hobby. I can't have a casual obsession. It takes over my whole entire life. It becomes my whole personality. It's all I think about. Like, I'm scrolling on TikTok, all I see is edits. It's like all I talk about. I eat, sleep, breathe it, right? And I have to make it everyone else's problem. And that was this. So they are 2 NHL hockey players and they're rivals. And they have been secretly sleeping with each other for 8 years. They've been in an 8-year-long situationship. Their love develops throughout those 8 years. And it is basically like 8 years of pining and longing, and they're both really learning about their sexuality. Ilya is bisexual and Shane is gay, and they're both really coming into that and learning about that in themselves, and they slowly build this relationship behind closed doors. And Ilya's story, his past, his family, and what he goes through is so deep, and you get a lot more of the depth in The Long Game. I can't even explain what this did to my body. Like, I'm losing my fucking mind. Ilya is Russian, and he has like a really bad home life, really awful relationship with his father, struggles with his mental health, and you really dive into his mental health struggles in the second book. He's in my top 5 book boyfriends. Like, I am in love with him. His dynamic with Shane, their banter, the way they flirt, like their personalities are everything to me. The Long Game is their second book, and it's when they're officially like boyfriends, but they're still in a secret relationship. So it's not that they're like fighting this love and like resisting each other. It's like, no, we are together, we're boyfriends, but we still have to keep it a secret. And it's them navigating that because of the things going on with the NHL and their media presence, and it's them navigating their relationship behind closed doors and like what that means for them, struggling with wanting to be out, like wanting everyone to know. Like, there is so much angst and yearning, and in book 2 I cried like 4 times reading it. Their love is everything to me. No matter what, like, they're always there for each other. Oh my god, it's so good. It's literally, their romance like makes me ache. And the fact that I get to watch that on TV, I am hoping we get a renewal for season 2, because The Long Game is not like in the Heated Rivalry season, but like these 2 are my Roman Empire. Like, I'm disgusted by how obsessed I am with them, and like their characters and the actors that play them, like they're so into it, and it's the best. Like, I am no, I can't. I need to shut up. I need to stop. So then that, like I said, sparked something in me. I needed another romance. And all of you guys, the number 1 recommendation everyone on TikTok was telling me to read was For the Fans. So that's what we read. And also, it's Larry's favorite standalone book, and she's been trying to get me to read it for forever. And I was like, okay, Slay, let's do it. I thought that Heated Rivalry was spicy. This ended up being even spicier. And the crazy thing is, usually when there's that much spice in romance, I don't want to read it. I don't usually like that level of spice. So it's definitely right. Like, I'm in the right mood for it as a mood reader. But also, there's something about romance, I can't explain it, that makes the spice, like, it doesn't take away from their relationship at all. Like, it doesn't feel like lust. It doesn't feel surface level. It feels meaningful. But this one, I went into blind, and they are stepbrothers, and they start an OnlyFans account. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't need to know any more, but know that your toes will be curling. You'll be calling the Pope. You're gonna need to get baptized or some shit. Like, you're gonna need to go to confession every single fucking day. Let me tell you this shit. And these two characters, their relationship, their romance, they need to be protected at all costs as well. And Chiron, his story, like, I also cried in this. It will also break your heart. It's almost like I have whiplash. I'm like, I'm losing my mind, giggling and kicking my feet, and then I'm crying. Oh, it's like, ew, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Definitely taboo, definitely spicy. Amazing. The reason why I gave it 4 stars and not 5, did I tell you how many stars I gave it? I gave it 4 stars. Is because I felt like it was a little bit too long. Like, I felt like I definitely could have done with like a little bit fewer spicy scenes. And I felt like the ending, even though it felt a bit long, I still felt like the ending was a little bit rushed. Other than that, I loved it. I'll tell you guys the book that I'm currently, I just started it, but it is, I'll let you know on the screen what I ended up rating it. It's called Take Me Apart. And everyone since I've been, like, I made a TikTok talking about how I started MM and I can't turn back. Like, I don't know what to do now. Like, I've gone down this rabbit hole and there's no like help, and everyone's been recommending books to me. You guys know how much I love mafia romance. Like, it is everything to me, and everyone was recommending this dark mafia romance series that is romance, and each book follows a different couple. So the first book is Take Me Apart, and that's what I'm reading, and I love it because Enzo, who is in the mafia, he has autism, and so I love the autism rep, and his love interest is a cop trying to take him down. Okay, I need to go have a snack. Like, I am like dying. I went from reading no spice to quite some time to reading quite a bit, and I'm sweating, but that's all. I'm so giddy. Okay, go be horizontal, go have a sweet treat, go have the best weekend, read a good book, ignore the outside world because simply nothing else matters at the end of the day.